Hey, back in the house, y'all. How you doing? Ooh, Lady TC, Mama TC, whatever you want to call me. It's cool. So, hey watchers, we're not dressing the W over the next 2-3 videos. This one and 2 more. Might be less than that. But yeah, go back to within the last previous 3 or 4 videos and I talk in depth about the W. And I also put it in the description of the video. So you see, go to the last 3 or 4 videos, look for the description where it says addressing the W. It's right there. Everything you need to hear, okay? So anyway, we're back. It got so cold here in Massachusetts. It's freezing, y'all. Oh, it's my granddaughter's birthday today. I need to go down there and see her, but it's cold. I'm a video call her. No, I mean, if she wants me to go, I'll go. Anyway, let me finish this. So, okay, so yeah, the one we about to go ham on. Let me turn this light up some. Okay, so now I can read it better. Woo! The one I was telling you about, yeah, it's gonna be about 2-3 videos. Yeah, talking about King Selassie, whatever. It starts off, okay, so we've talked a lot about black nobility, right? Well, the angry chief, he's this dude here on top. And he pulls up all that information, like schooling you about, the true aboriginals of America and all that stuff. So he got the lowdown and the lowdown. His videos pop up and they be like bumping in your face. But yeah, all that stuff is well documented. I don't know why they still on their vibe, not saying what's going on. And the other ones is up there. They are pushing back. It's becoming a little bit of a little heated pattern, battle thing. But listen, the documentation is right there. And the thing is, they got this archive center. I forget which state it's in. Kansas, I think. Yeah, they have the archives right there. This is how they did it. They put the building down underground, like a bunker. And it's an office, and it holds all those original records of Indians. It holds all the records. I think there's rules and regulations. There's a photo on a video on YouTube I saw with Obama in there talking to the director. I don't know what's going on with all that, about how long ago that was. But yeah, they got all the records with all the information down up in there. So it'd be mighty interesting to find out how much they release or whatever. But yeah, people getting into it, they going ham, they starting to, pull up documents like my grandparents said, my mama always said, and I have this, I have that, starting to come out now. The year of exposure, honey, is coming out. Ain't nothing y'all could do about it, people that you claiming this and that. Like, you know what? You can't, whatever, it's all gonna come out either way. So I ain't saying nothing else about that. Okay, now, so this king that was worshipped, and let me tell you something, this man, when he was alive, it was back in I didn't write the dates down, it was the 30s or 40s, I forget. King Selassie, he was Ethiopian. He's believed to be the lost descendant of King Solomon. Now there's pictures of him, and Angry Chief got it all on his page, where he met with Queen Elizabeth. I don't know if it was the last one or her. The previous ones were also called Elizabeth too, so I don't know. But there's pictures of them meeting with each other, and they getting down on their knees and the scepter and handed to her or whatever. Her before him, bowing and all that kind of stuff. They know who he is and all that. He's supposed to be offspring, descendant of Bathsheba and King Solomon. That's a big deal. But remember, King Solomon fell off. At a certain point in time, he fell off because he had many wives, and he got involved in the occult because of some of them wives. And that was his little downfall thing there. So all that stuff that he had, the occultic stuff, it was stolen. That's why you see movies like National Treasure, Da Vinci Code, and all that. Listen, they stole all that treasure, and that's why there's some beef, always been beef about that building down there. That's Al-Aqsa or something. It looks like the dome on top, whatever. Yeah, they claim that's where Abraham was going to sacrifice Isaac or whatever. But listen, everybody fighting over that area. There's something there. So I know that much. But anyway, so the Israelites' name became one with Ethiopia at that time because Bathsheba brought the line of Ethiopian together with Solomon in bearing the child. She bare the child of Solomon. That became the line of Israelite and how the Ethiopians are Israelite. Okay. So that's why in over there they do accept and know who they are, and they recognize them as being true Israelite. But that's because you can't deny it. Like everybody knows it came out of Queen Bathsheba. But the other true Israelites that are scattered to the four corners of the world, they ain't saying much about all that. But we all we come to the knowledge. Okay, so allegedly for educational purposes only. Yeah. All right, so got that out the way. So, before I touch that part, so Bob Marley in the Jamaica, like I'm Caribbean too. I'm West Indian. West Indian and Jamaica means the same thing basically. Jamaica is one land, and the West Indies is all of the Caribbean islands. People get confused about all these islands. All the islands are the same people. The slaves went in and out, and the four corners of the world, shipped this way, that way. Let me tell you something. All people in the Caribbean, I've seen videos where people talk about, oh, I don't like Caribbeans and this and that about Caribbean. We are Caribbean. The American people that was shipped to the four corners of the world left America and went up into the West Indies and was enslaved there. That's why you hear that story about that slave driver called Willie Lynch. He was a West Indian slave driver, and America was in touch with him trying to find out what you do. How are we supposed to control these here? They don't listen to us. What are you doing? What do you do up there? He told him his master ways of how to control, because he did some brutal stuff in the West Indies. The slavery that went on in the Caribbean was horrible. Okay, it was horrible. And all throughout, listen, ships, it's backwards. Ships came into America, Columbus and the conquistadors and all of them, and then they took the darker tribes and shipped them all up throughout. They would have names like this: Caribe, Taino, Arawak. All these names you keep hearing about that people are Puerto Rican, Dominican, Haiti, this and that. Even people from Haiti that speak French, their line comes from America too. They was New Orleans and Mississippi. There's an Indian tribe from Mississippi. They just started talking about them now. I don't remember their name. They ended up in Haiti. It's a lot, and it's starting to all be revealed. Allegedly. For educational purposes only. Okay? So anyway, when it came to this, brought everyone together with Bob Marley's music. Y'all know he was shining, but they realized, they started seeing that shining, and, he almost stopped wars with his music. His music was so peaceful and loving. He was bringing folks together. They couldn't have that. Y'all know the alleged story about him being possibly, it was because somebody put something in his shoe. He ended up getting cancer of the foot or whatever. Yeah, that's allegedly for educational purposes only. So anyway, in regards to what else is it? Oh, that part. I don't know if that's gonna tie into this anyway. Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle looked just like that man, King King Selassie. There's pictures of it all over the internet. They side by side. They look. The word is he was direct line of that. His raps were amazing. I didn't really get big on Nipsey Hussle's music, but in the rap world, my son and them, they told me all the time, Nipsey Hussle was the thing. He was it. And my son, when he first came out, you got to hear him. You got to hear him. He's so good. He's so deep and all that. Well, he was marked and he was chosen, and they knew exactly who he was. So I believe was planned. Okay, it was all set up and planned for that to go down the way it did. They knew who that man was, and he got real deep. And him and Dr. Sebi was working together on freeing the mind. Not only that Left Eye got involved. It was a lot that went down. So listen, the usual stories that we keep hearing. So anyway, I pretty much finished that part of it, but we are going on to talk about the Hamitic thing, because it goes real deep on that one. That one I definitely got to use some code words, because that whole Hamitic curse in scripture, that ain't what went down. From what this woman wrote in her book, Noah had them 3 sons, and one of them supposedly, allegedly, was not really born of him. But he had raised them anyway. He was Canaanite because of the fallen angels and what they did to the women. That's what she wrote in her book. Allegedly for educational purposes only. I'll see you back here in a minute. I know I will.